Melissa and Joan?
Yeah, it was my directorial featured debut. I know I directed Sabrina and a ton of TV shows and a short film, but yeah, I directed, I do direct Melissa and Joey here and there, and the one that they had me do this year was the Halloween episode, which was a big, like, Sabrina reunion type thing.
Very cool. And you guys have a Christmas special airing this week as well, don't you?
On the 10th, on, what is that, Wednesday, we have our Melissa class in these corsets and hoop skirts, and it's Mel and Joe are fighting over who get their newly married, and they fight over who puts the ornament on top of the tree, and I go into this elaborate story about why mine's better than...
Do tell.
So when you see, there's a scene where my dad, who is played by Chris Rich, he's blind in this for some reason, and he's got a cane, and he's walking past me, and he has to turn around and whip the cane out, and we're supposed to duck. But we'd practiced in hoop skirts, but not in the corsets. And when he went to swing the cane, I actually forgot I was supposed to duck, and my co-star, Taylor, she dragged me down to the floor, and as she pulled me down, we realized we couldn't bend, so we went over like trees. I mean, we went sideways, like, and it was kind of a slow motion thing, and we landed on the hoop skirts, and it was like, whoa, like, it was so funny and so ridiculous, because we just didn't even know, you know, it's one of those, when you fall, you're like, how did that happen? And
that's what Elton this morning. Like, what happened? I should have practiced with the corset.
But, you know, when you have 200 people watching you live, it's like, I mean, in the audience, you know, it's like...
I want to ask you quickly about your memoir. You chose to do a memoir. Melissa explains it all, and you were pretty upfront and honest about...
I rebel against what people know of me, but, you know, I just wanted people to kind of know the truth, and I wanted to write it down like a diary, you know? I kind of wanted to get it out there.
Give people the whole picture.
Yeah, and it gives me a chance to, like... It forced me to sit down and write my story instead of me trying to like write a diary and like actually get to the, you know, I did panic. It was like, oh my gosh, people.
Am I really gonna say all this?
Yeah, and my husband was like, what did you do? What did you? He hadn't read it before. He's like, what did you say? What did you say? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm freaking out.
Well, I'm sure. In preparing for this interview, I was on the internet. Scary thing to do sometimes, but a lot of very interesting facts about you out there.
Okay.
I want to tell you a fact and you know, figure out if this is actually a true thing or not. All right, it's a little game we call Fact Check. So, number one, you were named after a song by the Allman Brothers called Melissa. Is that a fact?
That is a fact. My dad.